G'day everybody. So we're back. This is part 2 of last week's video, which last week was obviously on joint pain, what causes it, and how to alleviate that problem with movement and yoga and weights and just doing stuff instead of having a sedentary lifestyle. This week is more on the dietary side of things and what you can put into your body to help with that joint pain if you've got it, whether it be osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, type 2 diabetes, or even in certain cases, previous injuries. You might have joint pain due to a previous injury and what you can do to alleviate that and help that. The two main things for joint pain, if you've got a bum shoulder or something like that, or a bad elbow or a knee or whatever, the two things that'll help you with that are rosehip oil and black seed oil. Now, seed oils are a big talking point at the moment, and there are bad seed oils and there are good seed oils. Most of them are bad, but black seed oil, again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to give you ideas to go away and do your own research on, okay? But black seed oil is very, very, very good for you. Dr. Berg, I think his name is, go and look him up. He is a great advocate and he will explain in way more detail than what I will certainly on this video today. And Ben Bikman, Dr. Ben Bikman. I'm a huge, huge fan of Dr. Ben Bikman. Go and look up Dr. Berg and Dr. Bikman. Even Dr. Mark Hyman, he's another one. All doctors, they're all natural. Well, they're all doctors, but they come from a natural perspective. They're holistic, which most doctors aren't. Most doctors will give you a pill which will get rid of the symptom, but it won't get rid of the problem. So in order to get rid of the problem, you need to address the problem. And I'm all big on the holistic side and doing things naturally and getting rid of toxins from your body and all that sort of stuff. So that's what we're here to talk about today. So as I said, last week we spoke about wear and tear. So like osteoporosis will be part of that. But osteoporosis is its own little problem in so much as you haven't looked after your bones all your life. And you haven't looked after your bones because you haven't had enough movement. My mother's got it. And with all due respect to my mother, she just doesn't do any physical fitness. She never has. She's never done anything physically challenging in her life. I mean, walking would be the most she's ever done. And I guess from her perspective and in her life, most women, and I don't want to sound derogatory here, but most women her age would have done the same thing. They wouldn't have even thought twice about what they were doing, and it's just part of the process in aging and having osteoporosis as a woman. So again, I don't mean to sound derogatory with that. It's an age thing. People now, obviously, because we've got the internet, we've got far more information and we can do our own research on stuff. So reduced muscle strength due to inability to move or whatever and having a sedentary lifestyle, and inflammation. Inflammation is something we're going to talk a little bit more about today. So wear and tear, osteoporosis, rebuilding, and it's not just decline, right? If you've got it, now if you're in your 80s, it's going to make it very hard. But if you have osteoporosis, type 2 diabetes, heart conditions, you're overweight, you're obese, whatever it happens to be, it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, but my point is you can do something about it. You can absolutely do something about it. Now, the older you are, the harder that's going to be to do, but you can absolutely do something about it. You don't get diabetes overnight. You don't get heart conditions overnight. You don't get osteoporosis overnight. You don't get weak bones overnight. You don't lose muscle overnight. You don't put on fat overnight. It takes time, which means it's going to take time to rectify the problem, but it can be rectified, and it doesn't necessarily need to take that much time to rectify the problem. But you must start and you must continue with it. It must become a daily thing that you're going to do. And it's a little bit of trial and error as well, okay? So on your part, it's going to be a little bit of trial and error. So nutrition, what you can do, collagen-rich foods, okay? Look up collagen-rich foods. If you've got bad joints, collagen-rich foods are going to be your friend. Now, I cannot stress this enough. Eggs, 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 eggs. Eat fucking eggs. Eggs are an absolute powerhouse of nutrients. And if you say, but eggs are high in cholesterol, cholesterol's no good for you, please turn this video off because I'm not talking to you. You've got a closed mind. You've been brainwashed by someone somewhere along the way to say that eggs are bad for you. Now, some eggs could be, right? You must get pasture-raised eggs. You must get free-range eggs that have got all the good nutrients in them. And okay, they're going to cost you a little bit more. But is your life not worth feeding? Is your body not worth feeding properly? Mine is. I want to live to 100 and beyond. And I want to be healthy doing it. I don't want to be sitting in a fucking nursing home. Honestly, I won't be sitting in a nursing home. Because if I am, for whatever reason, let's not go down that path. Let's just say that. There's no way I'm going to have someone else wiping my ass for years and years and years because I got lazy and went, oh, the eggs are too expensive, I'm not going to eat them. Fuck off. Honestly, if you think eggs are too expensive and you're not worth it, this is honestly the wrong video for you. So please turn it off and go and watch something else and go and eat some cookies or something, because that's where your mindset's at. And that's what it all comes down to this. You change this and your whole life will change, because you'll start thinking differently. You'll have an open mindset rather than a closed mindset. You'll stop taking what everybody says as gospel and you'll go, gee, that sounds interesting what Darren's saying about the eggs. I never thought of it that way. I'm going to do my own research. That's what you have to do, your own friggin' research. So your body will respond how you treat it. If you treat it badly, it will respond badly. But if you treat it well, it will respond in the same way. So the fire within you is inflammation. So if you've got poor joints, poor muscles, poor bone structure, you've got ill health, it all comes from inflammation of some description, and you need to address that. And there are ways and means naturally that you can address that. And I'm not going to go into every little detail because it's just an endless subject, and I don't want to do that today. I just want to give you some ideas. So your joints are not wearing out. They're just asking for more support because you haven't supported them. If you've got joint pain, if you've got osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, if you've got bad bone density, bad muscle structure, your body just needs to work. It needs to move. It needs to be loved. You need to love your body, because trust me, no one else is going to do it. No one's coming to, unless you are a super rich dude who can afford some 5-star chef to bring you meals to your front door every day, no one else is doing it to you. Uber Eats aren't helping you. I can assure you right now. Uber Eats are bringing you shit because you're fucking lazy. If you're on Uber, if you eat more Uber Eats than you cook at home, you're lazy. Sorry, that's just a natural fact. Because you are not going to find a healthier option outside of your own home as far as eating goes. I like to go out to a restaurant. I like to go out with my wife, but you know what? Lately, we've just gone, fuck it. Why would we go and spend $200-300 on a meal we can make at home for, I don't know, a fifth of the price? And probably, if not as good, nearly as good. I get very disheartened when I go to a restaurant and I get crappy food and I'm going to pay for it and I could have had a better meal at home. I don't mind cooking. I'm more in tune with eating healthy food, and if I've got to cook it myself rather than go out and get it. Most of the time when I go out and get it, I don't know what they're cooking it in, and if it's in seed oil, I don't want it. That seed oil is shit. That's causing part of the problem. The reason I don't have joint pain, and my wife doesn't have joint pain, and my family don't have joint pain, is because we understand all the little nuances along the way. And seed oils are killing you. They are absolutely killing you. Your diet will kill you faster than anything else. And most of the time, you don't even realize. Here's a little example. The other day, I saw a post on Facebook, and it was all about these beautiful beef ribs and fries, and it's so tasty, and the sauce is just beautiful, and all the rest of it. And I made a comment on there, pity none of it's healthy, because I knew that it wasn't. It's not cooked in good food, in good oil rather. And all the comments come from there. Yes, but it makes me happy, and being happy is so much better for me. Really, honestly, being happy. You get happiness from eating shit food that is not going to support your body. That's where you get your happiness from. Again, if that's you watching this video, please turn off and go somewhere else, because whatever I'm going to tell you, you're going to still go out and eat the shit. You're going to eat shit for the rest of your fucking life if you don't understand what you're eating. You do need to go to a supermarket and you do need to read the 32 ingredients that are in one packet of stuff that you go and buy. 32 ingredients. Mate, if packaging's got ingredients, you're not eating food, you're eating a chemical shitstorm. If my milk container says the 32 ingredients or 15 ingredients, it's not milk. It's no longer milk. Milk has to be 100% milk. Berries have to be 100% berries. Your fruit and vegetables, is it sprayed with toxins? Do you know? Is it organic? Do you know? Do you know where it comes from? Do you know how old it is? Do you know how long it's going to last? Do you grow your own fruit and vegetables? Do you eat grass-fed and grass-finished beef? Probably not. Do you know why? Because it's fucking expensive. But why? Are you not worth it? Do you not value yourself enough? Because if you don't value yourself enough, you're just going to feed yourself shit and hope for the best. It's like playing Tatslotto. You go and buy a Tatslotto ticket every week hoping for the best. Do you know how much money you've spent on Tatslotto tickets? If you play Tatslotto, do you know how much money you've spent on Tatslotto tickets? You'll be fucking wealthy by now. But you hope for the best. Same with your food and your diet. You hope for the best. So, as I said before, eggs. Eggs. Eat eggs. They are a fantastic source of nutrients and they are a fantastic source of protein. And here's the one thing that I will tell you. You need to, as you age, you need to have a much higher intake of protein than you do when you're younger. So, I have a 40-40-20 rule. 40% of my diet is protein, 40% is good fats, and 20% is carbs. If I can keep it under 20%, that's even better. Because carbs are driving pain in your joints because they create the inflammation. So, all carbs aren't created equal, right? There's processed carbs, there's unprocessed carbs. So, carbs from, say, sweet potato are fine because they're low GI. They're not high GI, like you would get from breads or pastas or rices or cakes and pastries and all that sort of stuff. They're the carbs you want to stay away from. Processed carbs are what you need to stay away from. Now, eat natural carbs because they're low GI. And also, here's a little tip, and I've only found this out recently myself as well, but if I eat bread, I get indigestion. The reason I get indigestion is because I don't eat carbs. Now, if I eat sourdough bread, and sourdough bread has carbs in it, but if you freeze the sourdough bread, it breaks down the molecular structure of the carbs, and then when you eat it, it's not as bad for you. The carbs and the GI changes. So it's much, much better for you. So I might have a piece of sourdough bread every second day, and that's my carbs. That's my processed carbs. I'll still have things like potato and other natural carbs that comes from vegetables and fruit, but I won't have processed carbs. I might have rice maybe once or twice, or maybe once every 1 or 2 weeks. Might have pasta once a month. But outside of that, it's protein and fats. Protein and fats will keep your body ticking over, it'll keep it lubricated, and it'll keep the inflammation down by not eating the carbs and the sugars. Now, I have way too much coffee, I know that. You can probably tell because I'm pinging a little bit this morning. However, coffee is my one vice. I rarely drink alcohol, I don't smoke, I haven't taken drugs ever. So, coffee is my one little thing that I need to reduce down. This is my thing. I need to reduce coffee down. Coffee's not bad for you, just the way I have it is probably not the best. However, I don't want to bang on for too long, so I'm going to go through some stuff. There's three things. Curcumin that we want to talk about as far as good, healthy things to help your joint pain. Curcumin, which is in turmeric, you take that with black pepper. Now, this is going to sound very strange and you might not want to try it, and I didn't want to try it until I tried it. And once I tried it, I went, this is actually pretty good. I actually make a turmeric drink at night that I will have every second or third night in milk. So I'll put quarter of a teaspoon, don't put too much of this shit or you'll blow your head off. Quarter of a teaspoon of turmeric in heated milk. And yes, I use 100% milk. Don't use plant milk. Don't like it. I don't think I'll have it, but it's not something I have all the time. So, turmeric, a little bit of natural sweetener. So I'll use like maple syrup, 100% natural maple syrup. And here's the odd part, I will grind black pepper into it and stir all that up. Now, it sounds terrible, but the black pepper activates the curcumin within the turmeric, which helps joints, helps lubricate your joints. The milk helps sleep at night. Right? That's an old wise tale. It helps with all the melatonin and all the other things. Has that chemical reaction, if you want to call it that. I don't like calling it that, but that's what most people call it. So I'm just going to run through a list of other things. Ginger is another good one. Ginger, again with ginger, you've got to have it regularly, and most people don't have ginger regularly, but if you have ginger 2-3 times a week in something, you don't have to drink it. I mean, you can. Ginger tea is good for you. I don't particularly like ginger tea, but I'll have ginger in food, and I've had a shitload of garlic in food last night, all crushed, all natural. Good for you. Right? All these things that we have at home that you won't get outside here. And if you do, you don't know how it's been cooked. So I'm just going to run through a list of things right now at the end of the video, okay? Because I've banged on for too long as it is. So rosehip oil is good for osteoporosis, osteoarthritis. Black seed oil, which I think I mentioned earlier, diabetes and joint pain, and any aches that you might have. Black seed oil is really, really good for it. Low carb, 40-40-20. 40% protein, 40% good fats, like avocados, olive oil, good quality olive oil, fatty fishes like sardines, like salmon. Beautiful. I understand it's expensive. I get it, but your body is worth it. You've got to start treating your body like it's a temple, because it is. It's the only one you got. You're only on this earth for a certain amount of time. Why the fuck would you feed your body shit all the time? Not saying don't go and have pizza and go out and have your night out with the boys and have a few drinks or whatever, or the girls for that matter. I don't mean to be sexist here, but you must feed your body good food and just ingest good things. Whether it's what you read, what you hear, what you engage in, the people you hang around, the food you eat, it all comes down, it's a holistic thing. The sleep you get, right? Your mindset about things, the environment you live in, how often you get out in fresh air and sunshine, how often you go for a walk in the bush, whether you take your shoes off on the ground and get grounding. There's so many little things that you can do on a daily basis to help your body to live the best life that you can, all right? So ketones are another thing that I don't know a lot about them other than they will help with fat loss. Now, ketones come with fasting. And again, I don't know a lot about it, so I'm not going to bang on about it for too long. But ketones will kick in once you have fasted for a certain amount of time. I think it's around the 13 to 15 hour mark. There are people now, it's a big thing at the moment, people online are talking about fasting for 75 to 100 hours. That's like 3 or 4 days without food. That fries my brain. I'm a big foodie. I like my food, and I'm not sure whether I am mentally in the space to go for longer than probably about 15 to 18 hours without food. But even that, the ketones will kick in and they will start burning your fat. So I'm a big advocate, and I don't do it all the time, but I do it some of the time, of an 18-6 diet. So there's 24 hours in a day. You have 18 hours where you don't eat, and you have a 6-hour window where you can eat whatever you want. You literally can. Again, make it healthy food, because why would you want to feed your body shit? But from that sort of 13 to 18 hour time frame, that's when the ketones kick in, and that's when you start burning fat. And particularly if you're doing workouts, weights, or you're doing even gardening, going for a swim at the beach, getting into cold water plunges are very, very good for your body, right? There's so many chemical benefits to this stuff. And I'm not saying everybody needs to do it, but the thing is, I would try everything to see how my body responds to it. Anyhow, hopefully this video has been really helpful to you. If you've got any questions, if you've got any feedback, if you've got any comments, please, I don't care whether they're good, bad, or otherwise, please comment, please like and subscribe to the videos. And the more of these that you want, or if you want a specific subject covered off, please send me a comment and I will do my damnedest to give you a video on that subject. We are here to help you to live a better life as you age, because so many people don't understand how important it is to get everything right. And what I mean by everything is the exercise you do on a daily, how much weights you do, cardio you do, your diet, your sleep, well, yes, your nutrition, but also whatever supplements you're taking, right? Where you're eating, what sort of oils your mindset, whether you're getting grounding from standing on the earth, hugging a tree. I know that sounds ridiculous, but the positive and negative ions that you get from going out in nature and balancing your body out is phenomenal. And you don't get that by wearing runners all day. You don't get that by staying inside. Inside is a sedentary, toxic lifestyle. You need to get off your ass, go for a walk, get outside in nature, breathe in the fresh air, go for a swim in the ocean. The ocean is fantastic for getting mineral salts into your body. And that's another thing, hydration. Hydration's another one. All right. So if you need hydration, if you're dehydrated, I don't know where you would be, but I've never been dehydrated, but I look after hydration. Now, I don't drink a shit ton of water. Do you know why? Because you don't need to. This whole 8 glasses a day thing is a load of crap. Because 8 glasses of water isn't doing you any good. What it's actually doing is it's diluting all the acids in your stomach that are there to help you. So what you do, what I do, is I drink salt water. And you're going to go, oh, I'm not drinking salt water, I don't like it. Well, just try a little bit of it. Because the salts that I have are full of minerals. And the minerals help your body. And they help your digestion. And they help your metabolism. So all of these things, every little thing, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. You've got to put all these little things together in order to make a good, healthy, strong body as you move forward. So, sorry to have banged on. I didn't mean for this video to be as long as what it is. Hopefully there's been some little snippets of things that you can go away and look at. Please, again, don't listen to me. Don't listen to other people. Do your own research, because that's what it's all about. You are an individual and you need to look after you in your way. All right? Now, if you're overweight, if you're suffering joint pain, if you've got some autoimmune disease, you absolutely can fix it naturally. 100%. Hand on heart. Yep. Let's look at that thing. Hand on heart. You can absolutely fix anything going on inside your body naturally. But it's an effort. It's an absolute effort to do it. But please, ask questions, make comments, like and subscribe to the video, and I'll see you on the next video next week. Have a great week. Bye.